The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner, Charles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the seventh-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good sideline speed on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year in his 3rd season now. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a 2nd, 3rd reaction play and create downfield.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now. Burrow. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Burrow on play action. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on them.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
A
really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And
in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Calling a gain of 40 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Want a little clear out, and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On 1st and 10, Goff. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion to bring up 4th down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On third down, Burrow. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Pascal. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Goff now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. To the air again. Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Goff now to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff.
He's got this, complete to Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's Burrow. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Olave, 30 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff, and complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run here with Algier. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? That's taken in by Henderson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's complete to Slayton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary. as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Olave over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cowboys! Romeo Doubs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. On first down, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Burrow. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Burrow on play action. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. Now Burrow on 1st down. This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a handoff to Algier. And he'll go down at the 28. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
They've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. On the give, it's Algier. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Pat Freiermuth there to make the grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Goff on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Throwing again is Goff. Catch me. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Seahawks take back over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
They run with Algier.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd and 9.
Burrow. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
third down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he will have a Cowboys first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They run once more with Henderson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This complete to David Bell. And out across midfield down to the 45. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Again, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jeremy Ruckert from a yard out. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. And that entire
entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Touchdown! Chris Moore, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Now Dalton. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
This is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Connor will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott now to have the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw over the middle, he's got Ruckert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start the drive with Vaughn. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. Second down, it's Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for